Hey everyone! All right, for today's problem of the day, I think I'm going to send it to you in Seesaw. It's kind of a lot to think about putting on a whiteboard. All right, so I'm talking to you about how to use a 100 chart, and we're going to use it to find all the multiples of 2 and all the multiples of 5. So let's go ahead and start here by just talking about what a hundreds chart is. Hundreds chart are always organized into tens. So for example, here when I start looking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 numbers in every row. And they get bigger. So now we have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way up to 20. And in the numbers chart, they're hoping that kids, by seeing the numbers stacked very precisely like this, you'll start to notice a pattern. I have 1, 11, 21. I wonder what would be next in this pattern. Let's see. Oh, 31, 41, 51, 61, 71, 81, 90. So it kind of helps kids understand that numbers are not completely different than their neighbors. They build on each other and they follow very predictable patterns. So all the numbers in this second column are going to have 2s in the back. And as you look at the front digit, the tens digit, it's going to get bigger with every line you go down. So here all the front digits are 1s. Here all the front digits are 2s, right? So we're going to have 22, 32, 42, 52, 62, 72, 82, 92. I want you to spend a little bit of time just filling out the hundreds chart. Okay? So I want you to go ahead and try to catch up with me a little bit. Fill out the hundreds chart. And then we'll do the bottom two things together in a moment. Okay? All right, so I think I've done mine, and I hope you've done yours. We have all the 5s in a row. We have all the 50s, or I should say, we have all the 5s in a column. We have all the 50s across in a row, right? So we can kind of start seeing some patterns. Now I want to call your attention to multiples of 2. These are our even numbers, and for this, I'm going to use a highlighter. And you want to use a highlighter so that you can see through the pen. So when I highlight my 2, I can still see the 2. If you use just a normal pen in Seesaw, you won't see the pattern. And instead, you'll just see a bunch of blotches like a checkerboard. I don't want you to create a checkerboard. I want you to create a pattern. And our pattern at first is going to be counting by 2s, right? So use the highlighter tool on the bottom, and we're going to find the multiples of 2. And to do that, we're just going to skip count our 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are our even numbers. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So when you're starting to skip count, lots of kids think, oh my goodness, how can I remember all these numbers? Well, it's actually quite easy when you look at it because it always goes 2 in the back, 4 in the back, 6 in the back, 8 in the back, 0 in the back. 2 in the back, 4, 6, 8, 0. So you'll notice that I'm not even counting anymore and I'm just following that same pattern. 2 in the back, 4, 6, 8, 0. 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. There are no surprises. Everything's very predictable. It makes sense. All of these numbers are considered even. They are multiples of 2. That's the first thing I'm going to look for when I see your problem of the day today. Did so-and-so highlight all the multiples of 2? The other numbers now are odd numbers, right? 1s, 3s, 5s, 7s, 9s. They cannot be broken evenly in half. If you try to break a 3 in half, look what happens. Here's my 3. I break it in half. Oh, this one has 2. This one only has 1. That's no fair. But if I do a 4, well, it can break in half nice. 2 over here, 2 over there. So even numbers can break in half evenly. 2 breaks very evenly. 6 breaks very evenly. 3 and 3, right? All right. Second, we're going to change our highlighter to something that is red, but you can still see through it. Now we're going to do multiples of 5. Now, just like the multiples of 2 didn't always have a 2 in them, the multiples of 5 don't always have a 5 in them. So don't just look for the 5s and get all the 5s. No. What we want to do is we want to start skip counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I see a pattern. Do you see a pattern? All the multiples of 5 have either a 5 or a 0 in the back. 5, 0 in the back. And it's every other, right? 5, 0 in the back. 5, 0 in the back. So what I'm going to be looking for when I see this from you is I'm going to see your multiples of 2. Then I'm going to see your multiples of 5. And hopefully a complete hundreds chart. Thanks, friends. Bye.